What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, more interesting news surrounding undefeated two-time heavyweight world champion British superstar boxer Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. We know Tyson Fury, he has denounced his license in the United Kingdom, the UK. He doesn't have a boxing license currently in the UK. Well, Tyson Fury is completely outraged and furious that the United Kingdom does not recognize his accomplishments. Tyson Fury has now become two-time fighter of the year, according to Ring Magazine, as the best fighter of the year. He's gotten this award twice. And even though he's gotten this award twice, even though he's beaten Deontay Wilder, Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC American heavyweight world champion, superstar boxer, who he's going into a highly anticipated trilogy match with, and there's a lot of controversy surrounding the second fight, and the first fight ended in a draw, which saw Tyson Fury hit the deck twice. He was scheduled to face Deontay Wilder this past Saturday, July 24th, in a trilogy match. But Tyson Fury, he attempted to maneuver around the highly anticipated trilogy match between the two. And Tyson Fury, he wanted to face off against fellow countryman, two-time unified heavyweight world champion, British superstar boxer Anthony Joshua. But that didn't pan out. Tyson Fury reportedly tested positive for C-19, which saw their fight that was scheduled for July 24th rescheduled, postponed, pushed back to October 9th. With that said, he's won Fight of the Year twice. He's went to Germany and beaten the long-reigning Hall of Fame superstar iconic boxer Vladimir Klitschko, who was on a 10-year reign at that time. He defeated him in his home country, in Germany, in his own backyard. Then he came to the United States, fought Deontay Wilder twice, and he beat Deontay Wilder the second time. First fight, he hit the deck twice. Fight ended in a draw. Second time, he did what he said he was going to do, which was stop Deontay Wilder. And he did that. With that said, there's always some sort of controversy surrounding Tyson Fury. Now, we know after he beat Vladimir Klitschko, UNDEFEATED, United Kingdom Anti-Doping Agency, they investigated Tyson Fury because he tested positive for a banned substance on the list, allegedly, along with his cousin Huey Fury. And it was reported, according to UNDEFEATED and the reports, that Tyson Fury conceived wild uncastrated boar meat that was tainted. Thus the reason why he tested positive for the banned substance on the list. So, Tyson Fury, he was then suspended. Tyson Fury then went on a 3-year hiatus from the sport of boxing, denounced his boxing license in the UK, and we even had, most recently, Martin Carefoot come out, and he stated that he never provided Tyson Fury nor his team with the wild boar meat, nor did he have it on his farm. And he stated that he could prove it, in which UNDEFEATED then stated that they were going to launch a fresh investigation should Tyson Fury look to pick up his boxing license in the UK. But as long as he's participating outside of the UK, there's nothing they can do about it. So Tyson Fury, he's still yet to pick up his license. With that said, legendary, the first black Formula 1 athlete to participate and win in Formula 1, McLaren, legendary race car driver Lewis Hamilton has received the honors in the UK, the highest honors in the UK. And Tyson Fury, he has yet to receive it. Although Tyson Fury has won Fight of the Year twice, Tyson Fury has become a world champion 2 times. Tyson Fury has beat Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder, but not without an asterisk about it. because he tested positive for a banned substance after he beat Vladimir Klitschko. And then there's speculations allegedly that surround his second fight with Deontay Wilder. But Lewis Hamilton, who is a legend, has accomplished many feats within the sport of British race. He's a British race car driver. And Tyson Fury, he takes to social media because he's not happy that Lewis Hamilton is winning the highest honors and being recognized by the Queen of England. And Tyson Fury is not being recognized. And Tyson Fury, he takes to social media. And there's reports that Lewis Hamilton has apparently not paid some of his taxes in the UK. And Lewis Hamilton, he had to explain what took place because Tyson Fury, he took to social media and he says, essentially, it's ridiculous that he hasn't received the highest honor and been recognized by the Queen in the UK. And Lewis Hamilton is being recognized and he doesn't even pay his taxes. He jabs at him to say, this is a guy who doesn't even pay his taxes in his home country. I pay my taxes in the UK. So Lewis Hamilton, he had to clear up what took place. And Lewis Hamilton is stating that, well, the fact is that he races in multiple different places and countries, so he has to pay taxes in several different places. And so he does pay his taxes in the UK. Contrary to popular belief, he says he does pay his taxes in the UK, but he has to pay taxes in multiple places because he races in multiple places, just like Tyson Fury. So he had to clear it up because Tyson Fury is not happy that Lewis Hamilton is being recognized by the United Kingdom's most honorable awards, and Tyson Fury is not being recognized. So Tyson Fury, he's not happy that Lewis Hamilton is being honored and recognized by the Queen in England, and Tyson Fury is not. So Tyson Fury, he says this guy doesn't pay his taxes. So Lewis Hamilton had to say, had to explain, yes, he does pay his taxes. And then Lewis Hamilton, he goes on to say it's pretty disappointing that Tyson Fury, somebody he thought was close to him, goes to those measures because he's recognized, and he's essentially stating it's not his fault. Well, it is his fault because he is, responsible for, winning and being successful. So it's not, but his success and being honored and recognized in the most highest position in the Queen of England has not set well with Tyson Fury. So Tyson Fury digs at Lewis Hamilton and says, I pay my taxes in the UK. This guy doesn't. So Lewis Hamilton, he stated that, it was disappointing on the part of which is supposed to be a friendship, between the two. He thought they was close. He thought they had a relationship, it's disappointing to say the least. He said he's not upset. It's just disappointing coming from somebody like Tyson Fury. So Tyson Fury is salty because he hasn't won the honors. But the question is, why hasn't he been recognized? Okay, so Lewis Hamilton, he had this to say. He says, quote, I race in 19 different countries, so I earn my money in 20 different places. I pay my taxes in several different places. I pay a lot here as well in the UK, he was referring to. He says, I am contributing to the country, my country, and not only that, I help keep a team of more than 1,000 people employed. So Lewis Hamilton is saying, not only does he help out the country by paying his taxes, a lot of taxes, but he employs over 1,000 people as well, right? Opposed to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, he just recently stated that he don't keep more than 10 people around him in his team. So Lewis Hamilton is saying he employs over 1,000 people, right? So with that said, we have this situation where Tyson Fury essentially, is bitter. So Lewis Hamilton, referring to their relationship, he had this to say, quote, he says, when asked if he was angry with Tyson Fury, he stated, quote, the way you are when someone close to you lets you down. I'm disappointed. So he's saying that Tyson Fury is close to him, or was close to him, and he says, this is how you repay me when someone is close to you. It's disappointing. So the question is, why hasn't Tyson Fury been recognized on the highest scale in the UK? Why hasn't he been recognized? So the Queen has he's been knighted by the Queen of England. So he's officially Sir Lewis Hamilton, MBE. And Tyson Fury is not happy about that. Okay? So there's also reports that the UK wasn't happy about comments made from Tyson Fury about certain, sexes and things of that nature. And those things didn't go over well with the Queen and in the UK. And so they just don't recognize Tyson Fury and his accomplishments. Okay? So with that said, Tyson Fury is not a happy camper. But the question is, we know all of the controversy surrounding Tyson Fury. Maybe Tyson Fury needs to look at what's surrounding him, the reason why he's not being recognized on the highest level in his own home country. All situations where Tyson Fury has been successful, there's always some controversy that follows behind it. The biggest wins in his career against Vladimir Klitschko, there's controversy surrounding it because he tested positive for a banned substance on UCAD, United Kingdom Anti-Doping Agency's list. His second fight with Deontay Wilder, there's controversy about the gloves. There's controversy about Deontay Wilder's water. There's tons of things that surround it in a negative light. And so, even when he tested positive, now you have the farmer that has been reportedly the man who provided Tyson Fury with the wild boar meat, Martin Carefoot. He says he never provided Tyson Fury with the wild boar meat, and he wanted the world to know the truth. And so Tyson Fury vacates his license in the UK and chooses and opts not to ever pick it up. And then stated that he's making United States, UUS, in which he stated was the mecca of boxing and the capital, Las Vegas, his new home moving forward. So why is Tyson Fury surprised and outraged by his so-called quote-unquote friend, as Lewis Hamilton is stating he thought that they were close and he thought that they were friends? And now he's jabbing him, saying at least he pays his taxes. And Lewis Hamilton saying it's disappointing. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Let's see if Tyson Fury in the future decides to pick up his license and fight again in the UK as he denounced it. Who knows what the future holds with Tyson Fury. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. You already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, this is Ebony Bridges, Blonde Bomber, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.